Hi. I decided to do my presentation over women in advertising and how sex sells and everything that goes into how young girls are so impressionable at a young age, and we subject them to all of these different types of media and Barbies and things like that. So on the front, the first slide is actually the image that got me interested in this topic. So my freshman year, I took a class and we watched um, a video about women in advertising and all these images. And when the Dolce & Gabbana image came up, it really freaked me out, and I never really realized how women were so like they were an object in a lot of different advertisements. They were specifically made for men to buy the object for their wife, or for men to think, oh, if I wear this outfit, or if I even eat a cheeseburger, then a woman is gonna, fall in love with me, or want to have sex with me. So I just wanted to start off going back to the earlier ads in advertising. So the first one is early ads where women were supposed to be in the kitchen with their husband, and they would be the ones taking care of the children, and they would be the ones making dinner or cleaning the house. So one of the ones I saw was says, "Don't worry, darling, you didn't burn the beer." So even though women, the one thing they had was being able to cook dinner, and then they take that away from her in this ad and say, "Oh, but you didn't burn the beer because can't burn beer," and the husband is praising her for not burning something she wasn't supposed to touch in the second place. So I think that just by putting women in these places and putting them in this box, it set the tone for the rest of advertising. Luckily, I think we kind of pulled out of putting women in the box of, taking care of the kids and cleaning the house, which a lot of women still do play that role, but it's a little bit more common for men to play that role, even though women are still the go shopping in the house. That's why today a lot of ads that aren't about clothes and things like that, they're about cleaning supplies, they're aimed towards women and what women want, because women buy the products. So then next I wanted to talk about this, and I talked about this more in depth in my paper, just the experience I had with Barbies growing up, and I know a lot of young girls did. You beg your parents for a Barbie, you cry on the grocery store or on the Walmart aisle because your parents, don't buy you a new Barbie. But it's like, why do we want that Barbie? Do we want the Barbie because, we think she's beautiful and we want to be like her? Or is it because we want to play house and create this fantasy life that we want for ourselves that Barbie has? And I included in the slides is the unrealistic expectations of what a Barbie looks like compared to the average woman. And when you're little, you don't think about that. You think, oh, well, I'm still little, so I'll grow up and I'll look like Barbie. And then you grow up and you don't look anything like Barbie, and it just, in a way, it kind of, slaps you in the face like, man, this is not possible, but this is what I was raised, seeing and thinking and like, playing with. And then next to it is a guy recreated a realistic version of a Barbie. So I thought that was really cool. Next is, in your teen years, you obviously read 17 magazine. So you step out of that Barbie and you move up to 17 magazine. And on the cover of this issue, the top says, "What do boys think of you? Find out now." And I didn't read 17 magazine when I was 17. I read 17 magazine when I was 13 to like 15. So should I really have cared what boys thought of me? No. But did I? Of course. Yeah, what girl doesn't? And they really overuse the word pretty, and they are obviously always using pretty women on the cover. So it's just, again, just pushing to girls how important it is to be pretty, and what you're going to be missing out on if you don't. The next slide is Jean Kilbourne's video. It's a TED Talk, 15 minutes, so good. Just talking about how she got started, talking about women in advertising, and she has a lot of great examples in there. So if you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend it. The next thing is Gucci. So I never realized how often Gucci uses women in their videos, and makes it look like the man is just always on top, and the women are just there to kind of serve him. So I thought these ads, they're it's hard because, you know, you hear time and time again, sex sells, and I really think it does. And the next one on Tom Ford just really shocks me. Like, does a perfume bottle on a woman's privates have anything to do with it? No. But, you know, if we put it on here, women will think, oh God, she's perfect. And a man will think, oh, maybe if I buy this for my wife, she'll, you know, she'll look like that, which is so unrealistic, but it's what people think and it's what people buy. So that's why advertisers keep using it. The next is Kim Kardashian, and you know, I have to admit, I love Kim Kardashian, even though I struggle with body positivity myself, but she does not hold back on posting about her body in the nude on her Instagram, all over social media. She even just created a perfume bottle that's shaped like her body. So she does not hold back, but I also think that you know, for a lot of young girls, especially older girls as myself, you know, you look at that and you're like, oh my God, she's perfect. How does she stay like that? Well, she has a nutritionist that, you know, can plan out all of her meals, and she goes to the gym. She doesn't really have a set 9 to 5 job, so she can go to the gym whenever she wants, whatever fits in with her schedule. It's again, just unrealistic for people in the real world. Next, I had a celebrity Photoshop. So this is a really common thing, and very few celebrities will come out and announce it. But Lily Reinhart just kind of came out and said that Cosmopolitan photoshopped her cover photo. So she put what the cover photo looked like at the end of her shoot, and then placed what they really put on their cover, which her waist is much slimmer. So it's really important to me for celebrities to come out and say, hey, I did not approve this. This was not okay. This is not what I look like. Like, I am body positive and I'm proud of my body. They had no right to Photoshop my body. And I just think that's a great thing that she showed that. The next thing that I have on here is the Dove and Aerie campaign. So Dove and Aerie both did like kind of like a body positive campaign, which is a huge thing right now. And so they're putting, you know, again, naked women on their things, which Dove has nothing to do with clothes or lingerie. So these women really have no right to be naked on these campaigns. But again, they chose a variety of different women, different shapes and sizes, colors, skin tones, and they put them on their campaign in their raw, you know, natural state, which I think is a great thing. But again, kind of just why do they have to be naked is kind of my question. And lastly, I just wanted to say, this is a picture I found about body positivity, and I think that it's a great thing that any woman of any shape and size is comfortable in her own skin. And it's really hard sometimes because a lot of celebrities will always say, oh, I'm body positive, or even, you know, girls on Instagram say, oh, I'm body positive. But if you don't have that perfect body type, it's really hard to come out and say, oh, I'm body positive, and post a, you know, selfie with no makeup on, or, you know, in the nude or anything like that. So it was really nice to see a picture of these women just believing that they have their perfect body, and I think that is one of the most important things that we can teach young girls, and we can teach ourselves. So that's why I chose this topic, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks.